Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is SAP Analytics Cloud Learning Series, and today I have come up with another topic, that is how you can do calculations like MTD, QTD, YTD in SAC. I already created, some tutorials on top of that, like how you can create this calculations in story. Then when you create those calculations considering the current period, and then how you can add the dynamic headings into the story also. So now on that video I got few comments where like a scenario was asked, if I want to change the selected period dynamically, and then YTD or QTD or MTD should be shown till that month or till that period that I select. Okay, so today I'm making tutorial of that scenario, where the period will be dynamically selected runtime on the fly by user, and accordingly the QTD, YTD, the previous month, the selected month, and everything will be changed. Okay, this is the story I designed. So here you can say I have created an input control based on the date, and now if I select 2025, like January 2025, so selected period is January 25, and accordingly so now selected month, it's showing this. I will show you the values also. So January 89,723, 89,723, and this January's previous month will be December 2024. So December 2024 is 99,043,616. So 99,043,617. I'm rounding off this value here. So selected month, previous month, automatically adjusted. Now I select something else like a June. So whenever change any month, accordingly the YTD, QTD, and this will be adjusted. Okay. So you can achieve this in story. You have to add a input control based on the date, and then in the same MTD QTD formulas, I will show you how to adjust them. I will not be showing all the formulas because in my previous video I already made a very detailed tutorial, so I will not waste much time. I will show you a one formula, then you can follow up for the other like QTD, YTD, and other calculations. Here you can see I'm not showing any quarter aggregated value. It These dynamic calculations are really dependent on the granularity you select in the input control. Okay, so when you select the input control at the month level granularity, then even if you select the previous quarter, it doesn't show the previous quarter total value. What it shows is 3 months back value. So previous quarter month means, so now it's September. Uh, so now we will go to the Q3. So September current month 91,685. You can see 91,685. Previous month is August 85,800. Quarter till date, it will total July and August. It's a September, so July, August, and September total will be QTD. YTD will be till September totals. Then previous quarter month means it is not showing, the whole previous quarter. Previous quarter month means, so it's a September, then 3 months back. Sorry, quarter two. That is June value. Okay, it will show June value like September 3 months back, June. Then previous year selected month means if my current selected month is September 2025, then the previous year selected month will be September 2024. So September 2024, 83,350. So now I want to show what was the previous quarter, like Q3, like currently like I selected now Q3 September. And now I am checking the value of Q3. I want to see the total Q2. Then you have to create a different table when you need a aggregated value for the quarter levels. Okay, then the input control will be set to granularity quarters. And now if I select Q1 2025. Okay, previous quarter. Now Q1 2025, the previous quarter of 2025 will be 2024, last Q4. This is previous year quarter. That means we are in Q1 2025. That means Q1 2024. So this is 247.89. Previous quarter means Q1 2025's previous quarter. That is Q4 2024. So this will be this value. QTD obviously quarter till date this value, and YTD will be, it's a first quarter only, so YTD is same as QTD. Now if I move to quarter 2, similarly dynamically it adjusts value. Now I want to see, okay, 2024 quarter 1, accordingly the value will change. So this is dynamically changes based on the uh, input control value you select for the date. Now I'll show you how we did this. So first is the dynamic period. Now I will show you the granularity of the input control. I will go to the edit filter. So here my granularity, like my hierarchy is set to year, quarter, month, day only. But I have added the selections, the time intervals, all the month levels, all the month levels. And this has to be single selection. You cannot go with the multiple selection. The calculations will not work. At a time, only single period must be selected. Okay. So I have added month, okay? Now, and the quarter level table, if I look at this input control, the hierarchy is same, but in the selections, I have added, the Q1. Like I have added directly the Q1 value, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, and Q1, not uh, the granularity, the next granularity I have added. So this is very important when you want, the aggregated value at the quarter level, the quarterly totals, then the input control should be, set to the quarterly granularity. And if you want to do, the monthlies like previous month, selected month, then QTD and YTD will work. But like previous quarter, if I add this previous quarter calculation here, it doesn't show any value because it will always go to that month granularity only. Okay, so this is how this calculation works. Now I will show you one calculation how you can handle this. So the first requirement is you add a input control based on the date. Like click on input control, select date, select the hierarchy, and select what granularity you need, and create an input control. Put it as a single selection. Then in the builder, in the table, I will show you now the calculations, like suppose selected month. So now in the selected month, we will again do the restricted measure. Measure will be sales in the dimension. And here we will go with the navigation. In my earlier video, when we were dealing with the current period, current period calculation, we were choosing the selection, okay? But this, when you want to go with the, dynamic navigation, then go with this navigation into the previous and select the month period. Okay, select the not previous month period, I'm sorry, to date, month period to date. So selected month means MTD, month period to date. Okay, now the other calculation, suppose previous month, in the similar navigation, obviously this is the previous value. Under the navigation previous month period, then that selects the previous month period. Then now suppose YTD calculation. In the YTD again, same restricted measure under the date dimension, under the navigation to date, year to date. So when you are going to have a dynamic scenario where the selection of the period is going to change, then while selecting the values, use navigation, criteria. Don't go with the selection. Selection always, goes with the current period according to whatever in current month or on current day you are a system date, it goes like that. So if you want to, change according to the input control, use the built-in functions under navigation. So this is how I created the other formulas. So this was the business case scenario which was asked by some of the subscribers or viewers. So this is how you can dynamically change any period on a runtime. Like user will select any month, and accordingly these calculations will show uh, the right values. Okay, now let's continue with the other scenario. uh, now just before what we did was we created this time matrix calculation in story, and also we created an input control, and we dynamically changing the period according to our calculations were changing. This we did only by creating calculations in stories and that input control in story. But in my one of the previous video I showed you, you can create these calculations at model level also. It's more beneficial, in terms of reusability. Like on top of that model, if there are many stories created, and you can just reuse these calculations in each and every story wherever needed. Now I will show you with this created calculations, how you can consume in them these calculations in story. And here also you can add the date input control and dynamically slice and dice, or filter out like unwanted year, and you can only focus on, okay, at a time you want to show only one period. Okay, so these are the calculated measures that we created in model. Now, so I have already added a table into the canvas page based on that model. Now I will go to the measures. I will add sales and the calculations that we created. Okay, I've added the calculations. Then, obviously it will show some warning. The warning is related to that. In one of our calculations, we have, added that, suppose this previous month, that the required dimension date. So these calculations only work when we add date dimensions in the table. So we will add in the rows, then the warning will go. So now you can see the warning is now gone. Okay, so when I added the date, now it's, you know, uh, you can say drilled up to the top level. So though I have added, other measures, it shows only sales. Okay, now I'll, start drilling down. Then whatever next level comes, so now we are at level 1, so it is year. Accordingly, the relevant calculations will start appearing in the table. YTD, it can be calculated with year, then YOV also, and previous year also. But previous year is a time-based calculation. For that, you need to drill down one more level, even the lowest granularity. Okay. Now I'm half yearly level. I'll drill down more. Now you will see, the previous quarter, and these calculations are also coming, and QTD is also now visible. When I drill down to the quarter, QTD is visible. If I drill down more, then month level, then the MTD is also visible. And this is the last level of data. Then you will see all the other calculations also now data is visible. Okay, so the calculations, these are the calculations that we created using restrict, where we used, the previous periods. We need to drill down at the lowest level, then only, this shows the data. and the QTD, MTD according whenever you like when you drill down to that particular level, that will show, start showing the data. Now here I will add an input control based on date, and suppose let's consider for January a whole month, but it takes whole January, then the other will not be available. This is a drawback when you are using some restrict. Okay, YTD, QTD will work, but this restrict previous period calculations. Suppose 5 Jan days we will select. So now Jan 5, I will select the 1st of January. Okay, I guess we gone with the multiple hierarchy. First of all, I don't want this inactive. I will go into the edit filter. I will keep this hierarchy the same. Go to the settings. Multiple. Here you can choose the multiple selection hierarchy also. And then I will select 2025 and 2024. Okay. Okay. I will show you how you can handle this here. Now from here you drill down. First of all, I will unselect the 2024. I will drill down. I will unselect the mm, H2 also, and I will keep only Q1. Okay. Now I will drill down. So now you can see it is only showing me Q1. Now what I can do is under the Q1 also, I will just select January and February. So January and February, I will scroll up now. So January month and only February. But when you drill down more, the other calculations data will also be available, and QTD, MTD, everything is, coming. So here also using the input control, you can, dynamically change which period you want to show. But these calculations are coming from model. No any story calculations I have added here. These are all model measures only. So this is another way of handling, dynamic scenario using the model calculations. Um I hope you like this tutorial. I really, covered this calculation topic in detail. I showed you many other ways how you can, achieve this, and I hope you will be able to, able to implement this in your work, and you can benefit out of this. And please add your comments and even add some screenshots when if you are implemented or tried this scenario. I would love to see like I'm creating the content but people making use of it. Okay, thank you, thank you so much.